Hey guys, what's going on? November 1st, pre-market, recording this video for you. So the market's bouncing a little bit. The question is, Leo, is there still going to be this big short squeeze of yours that's going to be taking place? And the answer is the probability of it is less instead of a 90% outcome because we did not bounce above the 3,900 level yesterday. The probability is still there, but now we're seeing a probability of about 78% that after the Federal Reserve meeting, the market is going to bounce like crazy. So the strategy is simple. Anytime you see the market drop today or tomorrow on any thing volume, you want to buy the dips. And this is the stock I'm going to talk about in this video that normally you see me short a lot. And in this particular case, we're highly bullish in the stock. Yesterday in the video, I've underlined that FANGs are the ones where the sentiment reached the highest negativity level, and that's the sector that's likely to have a major short squeeze. Now, technically, Tesla is not a FANG stock, but it's up there with them, and in my view, it's going to outperform the rest of the FANG stocks. Now, just as a disclosure, we have actually been buying Tesla right after the earnings report on October 24th. As you can see, we've nailed the bottom in Tesla. So just so you know, we're not just coming in buying Tesla calls here. We've been buying Tesla calls. As you can see, if you're part of the alert group, you would have gotten on October 24th, right here, Tesla calls at 202 buy entry. Okay, so our entry was right here corresponding to the lowest level on this chart, just slightly above the 200 level. That's when we turned bullish on Tesla, and we've been buying, adding calls. Now, for those of you that pay close attention to the Tesla earnings report and earnings call, you know that it was actually not all that pretty because, yes, Tesla reported positive cash flow and income, but it missed on some numbers on the revenue, and so temporarily the stock got hit. But considering if we did not adjust the stock for the split, it would have been this right here would have represented a drop from over $900 to like down to 600. Very rarely Tesla does not bounce once it gets to those levels. So this was a pretty safe bet considering that, you know, some of the things I've been showing you guys recently. You don't short a stock when it does what? When it does this bullish crossover on MACD. In yesterday's video, I've given you a detailed description of bullish RSI divergence, which in this case, it checks out with Tesla as well. As you can see, the RSI drops below 30 while the stock is at these levels right here. And when it actually dips briefly under 200, looks what happens to the RSI. Okay, it doesn't go lower. It should go lower because the stock price goes lower, but it doesn't. So that's your bullish case of divergence. After that, we have a strong bounce. Now, again, for those of you that pay close attention to the report, Tesla slashed its prices in China. And so outside of the FANG sector, all the big tech, the only other negative sector that's been so highly negative recently is, of course, China. It's just never-ending story of negativity coming from China. So Tesla, in a way, is getting hit twice. Number one, by being a big tech. Number two, by having such a big exposure to the Chinese economy as well. Now, if you've been paying recently, the economic reports out of China, they had a much stronger GDP. Things are actually looking much better for China growth-wise in relation to here in the United States. So when you combine what Tesla said during the earnings report, it said, hey, we're slashing prices 5%. And most of the people that day, as you can see represented by this red candle, they took it as a negative. They said, okay, well, Tesla's slashing prices, that probably means the demand is slowing. Well, in reality, I think Tesla is it's a genius plan to set it up for a huge success and deliver more units than anybody is expecting. By slashing the prices just 5%, Tesla is still going to be highly profitable. And considering the economic data that's coming out of China, it can have a phenomenal quarter. So as you know, Tesla stock oftentimes is driven by the unit delivery number. So slashing prices by 5% actually going to help it clearly deliver more units. And if we study all the big tech stocks. Okay, oftentimes it's not the net income number that drives the stock higher, it's the revenue number. So clearly, if it sets a record revenue number, we could have a phenomenal run up in the stock, especially going into the next couple of months. We could see a huge move higher in Tesla. But based on the fact that we're expecting a short squeeze now this week after the Fed announcement, out of all the big tech stocks, we're expecting Tesla to be the easiest trade. So this is a snapshot from October 31st at the market close. You can see it closed at 227. We believe, considering the short squeeze that we're calculating, Tesla can easily shoot up to 250, possibly even 259, 261 area. So that would be a very easy run up, and it could be accomplished in as little as 3 to 7 trading days. We're going to have a huge bump in Tesla. Of course, some of the other positives Tesla's got going on. There's no more pressure of selling Tesla shares by Elon Musk because the Twitter deal is funded. It's done. It's over with. Actually clears Tesla shares to fly from here. So multiple positives on the chart itself. Perfect level that Tesla tried to drop below multiple times. It didn't clear. This was our entry, guys. You could have easily participated in that entry with us, just as the whole world finally was getting bearish on Tesla. You know, we've been a bear on Tesla multiple times, while many hedge funds have been buying it, and we've actually beat them in that fight. We've prevailed and made a bunch of money. In this case, it's not time to be a bear on Tesla. It's time to be a bull, considering all the factors that we're looking at on the charts and the market overall. So expect a short-term bounce, a short-term pump. If you're not sure which strike price to get, schedule a 20-minute coaching call. Again, if you're trying to simplify things, if you're a busy professional, if you're running a few businesses, you don't have time to sit down and study all these things, okay? So you don't miss out killer entries like this. Look, this is like within a couple of dollars from the bottom, right? Surprisingly or not, that same day, as you can see, we nailed BABA calls. We're buying them at $59.91. We're buying BABA calls in the 50 handle, below 60 bucks, guys. Since then, Tesla calls has rallied as well. So if you don't want to miss out killer entries like this, because guys, again, that's what makes you money. It's all about entries and exits. You can sign up for alerts at 13mmtv.com. First, you got to schedule a 20-minute coaching call and talk to a senior trader here at 13 Market Moves. Okay, guys, so bulls on Tesla. And don't miss the next video talking about the one trade that nobody saw that produced insane returns over 50x. So let's roll. I'll catch you guys in the next video soon.